Hey, what up, y'all? Welcome to Double D's Texas Barbecue. I just started my shift. I just got through making the barbecue sauce. Now I'm gonna head over to where I barbecue at, and my shift begins. It's what time is it? It's like 5, right?
It's 5:09.
It's 5:09 p.m. Wednesday, and next time I'll probably be going to sleep is Thursday around 10 p.m. That's barbecue life for you. Stay tuned. Did anything else to get that out the way. And these are the longer pieces. I might cut these a little shorter, and then but we'll see how that goes. Right now, I just cleaned out the pit a little bit inside, and then I'm gonna get ready to. It's a beautiful day. Get ready to trim the briskets. This is the type of wood I'm using, B&B Competition Post Oak. I like it. It works good. So far, so good. Right now, I'm gonna go in and trim the briskets. So what I'm doing is I freeze the briskets for maybe 30 minutes or so to get them kind of real cold. It's easier to trim when they're cold. I'm not gonna freeze them, but I'm gonna get them real cold. Once I do that, I trim them up. That takes me about 30 minutes. Trim and season takes me about 30 minutes to do that. And then I'll let them lay out for about 30 minutes and I'll work on the fire. So I'll show you these bad boys whenever they're seasoned. Alright, so got one of the briskets already seasoned. And then my other one, I just got done finishing trimming. This is how it looks. Believe me, it was a very ugly brisket at first. Just so y'all see. Get a glimpse of how I did it. Kind of try to make it aerodynamic by cutting the corners. And then everything else, some of the skin was pretty good already because it was already thin. So you want to keep it that way. You don't want it too thick, but you don't want it. You don't want to trim off all that fat. You want to make sure it's that pillowy substance. A little nicked it here and there, but it's all good. So what I'm gonna do now, season this one up. While this one's getting seasoned up, I'm gonna go start the fire. And then once I get the fire kind of where I want it or where it's about to be, I'm gonna take these out, let them cool off, let them get to room temp for about 20 minutes, maybe 30. And then I'll see y'all back in a bit. All right, so I got my cold bed the way I like it, and I put another chunk on top that's burning. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring out the briskets now. So that's what it usually looks like, the coals. All right, y'all, so I got the food out here. I'm about to put it on the pit. I'm gonna face it, always the fatty end. It's gonna face towards the fire. It's gonna protect it, and it's gonna keep it from burning up. Because if you put the flat area, of course, the opposite way, it'd probably burn easier. So I got that one in. And then, you know what? It's probably better this way. Swap. Of course, I'm doing it fat side up. And I kind of pushing it when I put two. I can do it the other way, vertical like that, but I rather do it this way because I want the heat to go over this side, the fat, and that way. Because if I do it the other way, it has more chances of burning. So I'm going to go ahead and shape my brisket right now. I'm trying to, if I can, just separate them a little bit so it doesn't have a bald spot. But should be alright. Yeah, that's good. I think that's perfect. Alright, so I got my Thermo Pro right here. Got my water pan. And then I'm gonna keep my vent fully open. And I'm not gonna put a internal temperature needle inside the briskets. I can kind of tell when it's around halfway done or so. I have a instant read thermometer, and that helps me to see when it's halfway. It's basically almost done, and when to wrap them. This is my this is my thermometer. It's pretty good, but I use my Thermal Pro just to be more exact. So it's building up temp right now. It's at 200, and then my fire is going, of course. And just once in a maybe 30 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, I'll get another chunk of wood. You know, break down the coals a little bit and put one piece of wood on there, whether it be a bigger chunk or a little bit bigger, longer chunk. But they're kind of thin. I thin them out. I'm not gonna use big old logs in this little pit. But anyways, I'm gonna let it go for about 3 hours. After the 3 hour mark, I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at them and start spritzing them with apple cider vinegar and half water. And then after that, probably every hour, I'll be checking, spritzing, and we'll go from there. All right, and so this is what I do whenever I sell to people. Of course, I don't have the biggest pit, but I love this pit. It's a very good pit. It's an Old Country Brazos, and I'm able to cook at least 2 good briskets in there. And during doing this method, it works. This is the second time I've done it, and it worked out great. So that's why I keep doing it. And I could probably fit a pork butt in there, maybe some ribs too. But of course, I'm not doing that yet. But anyways, I'll get back to y'all in 3 hours. All right, guys, well, I'm back. It's about 3 hours. I'm about to go open up the pit, but I just wanted to tell y'all, it's getting cold outside, and weather always affects your fire, as far as like your meat, how slow it might cook. So maybe you want to boost up the temps, I don't know, or just put that in as a factor that, you know, it might take longer for your barbecue to cook because of the weather, but you're just gonna have to adapt. And you know, I had trouble at first tonight with the fire here and there, but then I kind of got it to where I wanted it. So that always is good. And you're gonna have your troubles, but if you just practice and look at fire management videos, there's a lot of people out there that help you and give you good instructional guides. So those are things you need to check out. Well, right now I'm just gonna go ahead, open up the pit, and see what we got here. All right, there we go. So yeah, I mean, it looks like, you know, of course, the edge right over there. But I'm not really gonna spritz. Let me see. Look at these sides. Of course, right here. Anywhere where you think it's a little crusty or it's burnt looking. Other than that, it looks pretty good. I might crack up the temp. It's been at 340 or so I might crack it up to like 270. But we'll see. We'll just have to see as I cook what happens, what I'm gonna do. So for now, I'm probably gonna be opening it every hour and a half, and spritzing. All right. Alright, y'all, so you notice that they're starting to take on more color. These briskets were on the 4.5 mark. So if you see, they get more color. We're just gonna go ahead and spritz them again. Spritz, spritz, spritz. They'll get darker. This is part of the game. I'll probably get some coffee around 3. Water is good. So yeah, take a look at these bad boys in another hour and a half. You know what? I'll just, whenever I wrap, I'll show you. I'll show you them again. So what I'm gonna do now is still every hour and a half, every hour, I'm gonna come and spritz them. If I see corners or just areas I see. So I'm cooking around 260 now, 265. So whenever these things are, the bark is fully set, that's when I'll wrap them. I don't go off that 165 stuff. I just go when the bark is set, and which is usually actually right after the stall is a good time to wrap them. I know you never heard, some people haven't heard that, but it's true. So these are still at 125. 120, yeah, so okay, so we got some ways. 140 for the flat. Alright, so I'll be back. Alright, so it's 4:40 in the morning, and I'm just finding sleep right now. It's kind of still cold. I had to get a long sleeve shirt underneath my sweater. Fire's been good. Brisket's looking good. It's about, one of the briskets is around 167 or 165. The other one's at like 157 or so, 160. So it's getting around that stall area. I'm pretty sure like in I'll probably wrap them in another hour, probably another 2 hours. So it's 4:45, around 6:30 or 6, I'll wrap them. And after that, it should be done in 4 more hours or so. But I'm probably gonna get some coffee, and then I'll come back at 6:30 or 6 to show you how I wrap it. All right. Alright, y'all, so it's 5:30 a.m. I'm wrapping up the briskets. They're about 170 internal. The crust is good, so it's about time to preserve it now. There's a lot of wind, so it's always a pain in the butt. And it's kind of hard for me to do it with butcher paper. Foil is always easier, but I like using butcher paper because it helps the brisket breathe, and you preserve your bark that way. So anyways, this is brisket number 1, and I'm just gonna try to do it as fast as I can because it's cold outside, and I want to put it back on the pit as soon as I can. Basically, the first time it's fat side up, and then I fold it one time, and it's fat side down. I fold it again, and then it's fat side up again, and then that's how I put it on the pit. Try to do as tight as I can. And then I'll go for brisket number 2, and that's about it. And after I do that, I'm just gonna wait. At least the next time I'm gonna check it for a temp would be, so it's 5:30, 6, 7, 8, probably 9:30. I'm gonna wait at least 3 more hours. I'm gonna let the heat, I'm gonna keep being consistent with my heat, maintaining the fire. That is very important. And I don't want to be checking now every hour. I'm gonna stop with that. I'm gonna make sure the heat stays in that pit. So right now I'm gonna wait 3 more hours before I check it again, and I'm just gonna maintain the fire. All right. It'll probably be daylight the next time y'all see me again. But anyways, I'll be back. I'm just gonna finish this one, and then I'll see y'all soon. Alright, it's 10 a.m. I checked them earlier and they were at like 180. So, man, I pray to God right now they're like at 200, 205, or they're going in like butter. No. Alright, so they're almost done. Well, this one's almost done. This one got some ways to go. Home stretch. Home stretch. Alright, so this brisket is almost done. This one is the one that's a little behind. Almost. Keep pushing. I'm gonna check on it. I'm not gonna wait an hour, probably 30 minutes. And then the other one, it'll be by itself. So we'll see where we're at by then. All right, so it's 12 in the afternoon. The last brisket's finally ready. And I got my other one. After I let it chill on the counter for an hour, I'll put it in my Cambro, and I'm just gonna keep it up to room temperature. In a bit, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, whenever people say they're gonna come, I'm gonna pop them open, chop them up, and make my chopped beef sandwiches like that. And I'll show you that in a second. This was a long cook. It was tiring, but it's over. At least the hard part. So now we do the easy part. See you in a bit. This is my wife, Denise. She's the other part of Double D's.
Hi,
I'm
everybody.
Daniel. And so this is the person that's my partner right there. She always motivates me. She helps me out. She inspires me. So, you know, if you have a dream with anything, make sure you have someone that's supporting you, your backbone, the person that's standing right beside you. I just wanted to acknowledge her real quick. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. So what I'm doing now is I'm just waiting for the customers to come and pick up their sandwiches. But it's a lot of work. It's a lot of staying up and fighting sleep. It's a lot of maintaining the fire, almost like 90%. That's the hardest part. I'm always okay during the night, but it's during like 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock is when you're still fighting the battle with the fire management and you're tired and you want to give up. So that's the part you gotta struggle through. Coffee help. But that's barbecue life for you. So that's a little bit of what I go through whenever I make plates, and I just wanted to show y'all. I sell them for $7 a sandwich, dude. Everybody, I just want to say, do not ever undersell your food, especially if you know what you can do. It's a lot of work that you put in, and don't ever undersell your stuff. All right, man. Peace.